New here at 4, we are continuing to cover another dramatic drop on Wall Street. The Dow taking a near 8% dive today. Financial advisor David Jackson with Modern Horizons Wealth Advisors is here now to talk a little bit more about it. David, thanks so much for coming in. We appreciate it. So are you calling your clients right now? Did you call them last week?
Yeah, both.
You did?
Both.
What are you telling them?
Well, for most of them, I'm saying take a deep breath, stay calm, just kind of gauging how they're feeling. Because we've been through this before. We've been through this with SARS, with MERS, with the Ebola. And it'll eventually come back. But, you know, when you're going through it, you don't know where the bottom is. So just trying to keep people calm.
Yeah, I think panic and I think social media probably doesn't help with all of this.
It feeds the flame.
Absolutely. So what do you tell people in their 30s, their 40s, their 50s who are working, who have a good 401k plan right now?
Well, for those people, I think it's pretty good. They're in good shape. They shouldn't worry because they're constantly making contributions into it. They're actually being allowed to purchase in at a lower price now. So for them, it's not much to worry about. It's for the people who are getting really close to retirement who are a little bit more concerned.
So what do you tell those clients?
Well, hopefully their portfolio is adequately diversified to where they can weather the storm anyway. But in some cases, I'm telling them maybe you shouldn't spend as much as you anticipated until things get a little bit better. Do
you think things will get a little bit better? I mean, we've all enjoyed this bull market. You know, people have been talking about it's been a great little run right now.
Right. But we've gone 11 years without a major correction. We're almost in bear market territory, but we're overdue for it. It usually happens every 4 years or so, and we've gone 11 years without it. So, you know, I tell most people, and I've been preparing my clients, letting them know in advance, you know, something's going to happen that's going to take this market down. I don't know what, I don't know when, but I know it will. And then it'll recover like it always does.
Yeah, and I think 2008, you know, the market crash there, the recession is fresh on so many minds right now that probably isn't helping.
Yeah, it puts a little more anxiety into people's thinking because that's the most recent recession most people remember, but that's not the typical recession. That was almost a Great Depression. You know, so.
Right. If you have money now, what would you tell a client?
Well, if I have somebody who's sitting around with some cash on hand, now might be a great buying opportunity. You know, like Warren Buffett always likes to quote, he's buying when everybody else is selling. So there might be some good opportunities out there.
So don't panic, don't pull everything out, and maybe even look at buying if you possibly can.
Yeah, if you got some fresh powder laying around, yeah, maybe you should consider taking advantage of some of those deals out there.
Is this a good time for younger people, like 20s, to look at their portfolio with a financial advisor if they haven't done so, to say, hey, maybe we shouldn't, you know, put it all in this area and maybe kind of diversify a little bit more?
Well, it's always good to diversify, and it's always good to work with a financial planner just to get a second opinion, get an outside opinion from the experts, because you may be way too conservative or way too aggressive. You really don't know unless you talk to a professional.
What is the biggest thing that people are telling you when you call them?
They're loving that I'm calling them.
Okay.
They're glad to hear from somebody because they're wondering what's going on and what does it mean to me. So, so I'm staying busy on the phones.
Yeah. Well, if you got my money, you better be calling me.
Exactly. Right.
Right. David, thanks so much for coming in. We really appreciate your insight on that. Yep. Stay calm, everybody. You can always check your stocks on our KCTV5 News app. Just click on money, although I don't know if you want to look at them right now. Getting your money back from one cruise line is getting easier. Next right here at 4, the policy that Royal Caribbean is hoping